Welcome to Broken Bushcraft. So today we're going to talk about something that I recently saw in the news, we all did, people being stranded in their vehicles and dying in their cars. Now, I did a video about a year and a half ago on a get home bag. So there's other stuff you should have in your vehicles. I'm using my wife's vehicle for this, so she can't tell me I didn't show her where it is. There's a video on it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and let's kick this off. Now, there's nothing staged in this vehicle. Everything in here was in here before. We have kids, so it's gross. We probably have a lot of snacks in there. We should probably survive a while on the snacks that are in our vehicles because kids are gross. If you don't have kids, there's a life lesson for you. Okay, let's move this up. If you want to go buy one of these kits are great. They don't require a lot of thought. However, they don't have everything you need in there. But let's see what is in this and the reasons I bought it for the vehicles. I have one similar in my truck. Something I don't like about these kits is that a lot of them don't come with road flares. I haven't put any road flares in the car. That's bad on me. But road flares are great for a couple reasons. One is you can have a little heat source. You can start a fire with it, and you can let people see for a very, very far distance where you are. But this does come with reflectors, so you can set this up, especially if you're on a corner. Some gloves for you to handle your stuff with. A win for this kit is it comes with a small first aid kit. It has some good stuff in there, some gauze. And this first aid kit even comes with an emergency blanket. It's clutch. Flashlight, X-Acto blade, screwdriver, and some batteries. Some extra stuff you could throw in here, some extra batteries. Always a good idea. Jumper cables. There's a tire inflator in there, and a funnel, and then some reflective tape and some duct tape. So it's a nice little kit, but it's not all inclusive. Now, if you do get stranded, you're gonna want blankets. Obviously, we have some flannels going to Goodwill. Somebody's gonna be warm. We have a jacket. We have some blankets. Usually these are for the kids. One blanket I did put in here is a wool blanket. Now, a wool blanket will still retain 70% of its heat retaining properties even when wet. Also, it's mildly water resistant. So wool blankets are great, and for their size, you can really keep yourself warm with this. Now let's get to the get home bag, the stay alive bag. There's some other stuff in here too. So we got the bag. We also got some more jumper cables. A road atlas. This is extremely important, especially if your GPS goes out. And also knowing how to read an atlas. So get yourself one. Then an ice scraper to get that ice off. Now the bag, which is under the thing. Mama Bushcraft right there. So we'll start from outside, work in. First thing, we got our vessel to put water in. Now, we are strict on water with our kids, with ourselves. We always have water with us. Even if we don't drink it, we always have a bottle of water with us. When I'm talking bottle, I mean, you see it right there on the truck, right there. A bottle of water. So always have water with you. Put some extra bottles of water in here if you want. Change them out about every 3-6 months. They should be fine. So, we got a whistle and a carabiner. Now this whistle's kind of cool. It opens up and has some information in there, but nobody's ever gonna know to look in there, so it doesn't really matter. So we got another mini first aid kit, our signaling device, so we could possibly put this on the vehicle to show that we are here, we need help. A candle. I did a video a while back about how to keep yourself warm with a candle and a wool blanket. So a candle, this will have this little heat source. If you isolate some areas in this car, you can keep it warm. And that's a 9-hour candle, one of those emergency candles. Poncho to keep yourself dry. Some tape, Gorilla tape. This is something my wife and I just started using, was these air tags. These are great, put them in the bag. You can connect to it, you can see where they're at, especially if they're stranded. I can go get her, or she can come get me if I'm out in the woods gallivanting around, I get hurt. Now let's go in the next pouch. Knife, always a knife. Life straw or a filtering device. A spoon. Now some of you are like, a spoon? Let me tell you, when you forget a spoon, you have to whittle one in the woods of Idaho, you understand how important a spoon is. Emergency blanket, another one, so that really kind of brings up the count to 2 so far. Flashlight, one of the headlamp ones, and extra batteries. Now, I put these fire starter assistant, because sometimes you're trying to, if you're outside your vehicle starting a fire, it might be hard to find some dry stuff. Those will help dry some stuff out. We got our firebox. Now, in the firebox, I did not put flint and steel. The reason for that is because Mama Bushcraft isn't really proficient with flint and steel, so I played to her strengths. We have matches, lighter, some fat wood, and some material to make char. So don't put anything in there that's just they're not gonna use, or they're gonna get frustrated trying to use it. Another piece of fat wood. The fat wood is always a go-to. Plus, you can break that up and it brings the fire up, starts going. Go into the main pouch. In the main pouch, I got a couple things. One is you should have some type of solar collection, solar battery that you can charge your phone, you can charge other devices with. Solar power, it's a win all the way around. An emergency radio. This also has solar power, a flashlight, but if you don't want to be turning the car on all the time, this can be giving you updates about weather, search and rescue stuff, and you can make an informed decision if it's time to go or time to stay. Another signaling device, this is a vest, a hunting vest. This just can go on over the bag, over the clothes, and you can just walk with it. That way people can see you, especially when it's real low visibility. You don't want to be leaving your environment and get hit by a car moving to a safer environment. These next things are these body warmers. You stick these on you, they'll warm you up. These kind of play 2 things. One is they'll keep you a little warm, and 2 is it'll be a mental aspect. You're warm, you're not freezing. It's helping that mental part of the whole situation that's gonna happen. A small bivvy or a small little tent. This is also can function as a emergency blanket. But if you can use something like this and section off inside of your vehicle, it'll trap that heat and then keep you warm and keep you alive. Also, it comes with a whistle. Cordage. This is the cordage with the fire starter and stuff inside of it. You know, I love this stuff. And then snacks and hydration packets. There's peanuts, trail mix, protein bars, stuff in here that'll get you through a period of time. And then this bag comes with a hydration pack to it. That's the pack. So some of you are probably thinking, what about extra clothes? Maybe keeping an extra coat in here. Obviously the wool blanket would really work, or if you get a different kind of blanket, it will work just to be in here. But you can throw a jacket in there, a heavy coat, something like that, just to keep your internal climate good to go. So that's what's in the kind of get home bag. It's in the vehicle for the winter. Really, if you're stuck, you have to make that informed decision. Do I go or do I stay? Last year we had some major winter storms in Virginia. People sat 20 hours in their vehicle when they lived a mile away. So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the woods, and hopefully not frozen to death on the news.